Yo, what's going on, man? It's your boy Rick Taylor from Rick Taylor Entertainment. Back with another episode of the Rap Draft, man. And I'm here with a special guest, man. My boy, JBG Buck. What's going on, man?
What's good, man? Appreciate you for having me, bro.
Yeah, no problem, man. Appreciate you for being here, bro. It's your first time on a Rap Draft.
Yeah.
You just wrapped up a fire performance and stuff like that.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure. That was dope. Before we get into the music and everything, I like to tap into the artist's background, But before we start that, how are you?
I'm straight, man. Life been doing good lately. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. 3 healthy kids. I'm straight. I'm good.
Oh, that's dope, bro. Congratulations to you with that, bro.
Appreciate it.
For sure. Now, how is it juggling? Well, before I said background. Let me keep it going.
Yeah.
What was your childhood like? Is you born and raised in Milwaukee?
Half and half.
Where else you from?
So I was born here. We moved back and forth a lot throughout my life, from here to Greenwood, Mississippi.
Okay.
So there's a lot of back and forth. So that's kind of like, made me who I am right now. So when I be sounding a little different in my accent, people be like, you from here? No, yeah, I'm from here. Right. I'm just raised in 2 places.
Right, because I was thinking like you sound like you somewhere different, like whether it was a Southern or Chicago.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah. So what was it like, balancing life in Milwaukee than life in Mississippi and stuff? What was Mississippi like?
Mississippi, man, ain't gonna lie to you. The part we was in, Greenwood, it's a small little town, so it wasn't really much to do, but I had a lot of good family around me, a lot of people that, was making sure we stayed out of trouble, even though we got in some. That's just, in Greenwood, that's gonna happen regardless. It's kind of boring sometimes, but it's still a lot of love there.
Right. Now, is there a lot of music artists there and stuff like that too?
Out of Greenwood, no, not really. No,
okay.
Not big. Like, it's some rappers there for sure, some good ones, but not big.
All right. So what do y'all usually do in Greenwood for for entertainment or just to
football?
Okay.
I was playing football a lot.
Football,
I ain't gonna lie to you. Yeah, I used to love football.
Okay.
Football, playing baseball, shit, going to the rink. You ain't even skating. You just dancing, honestly.
Right. Just to kill time and
Yeah.
So it seemed like it was a big sports town and stuff like
Definitely
that.
was.
You know what I'm saying? So was you really good at football?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Definitely was. We moved here and I just let go of football.
Right.
I went to basketball once we got here because most of the people I was around was in basketball. Like, this not a big football city to me.
Right.
They more into basketball. All my niggas was hooping. I started hooping. I'm like, fuck it, let me join the team.
Right. And another thing about that as well, we a big basketball city. We got some football players, but you got some cities who be really into certain sports and certain
like how New York is with basketball.
Yeah, it really be some places have they things that they really dear to. Now, what was your experience like growing up in Milwaukee?
Honestly, it's a little mixed because I don't have a lot of the memories that a lot of people I know have. A lot of people got memories of the dance war stuff. I wasn't even here doing all that. I was in Mississippi, so I came back, whole different environment. People clicked up, this and that. So it was just I had to kind of adapt. That's how I felt going back and forth to these cities. It kind of taught me how to adapt to any environment I'm in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's crazy. You had a chance to experience 2 different places growing up, while growing up. You know what I'm saying? So it's both places shaped the person who you is today.
Yeah, it definitely did.
Now let's talk about you said you're a father of 3.
Yeah.
What is it like juggling fatherhood and music?
Honestly, they the ones that give me my motivation. So when I'm in the studio, I make sure some of my songs, if you listen, I'm talking to them directly. I got this song called Purpose. That was a song I made specifically to be talking directly to them. So they kind of give me that motivation. And, sometimes I wake up, look at them, they smiling. It kind of give me that feeling of man, I got to do this. I got to blow up. I got to do something for my kids.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. That's dope, man. It's it's always something special when, you have something that keeps you going, especially the little ones, man, and your family. Because that's what we do it for, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Legacy and stuff like that. Now, we know you as an artist and stuff like that, and you said you play football and everything. But who is JBG, Buck, man? First of all, break the name down, where that came from, too.
So, JBG Buck came from the letters JBG is Jimmy Bell Gang. It's behind this, my best friend, my brother. He passed too early at an early age. After that, I kind of like, me and him had this little pact, I guess, you know, when he was still alive. It was like, you know, we both gonna blow up together. But we always said, because, you know, where we live at, it ain't promised. So we always said, like, if something happened to either one of us, the other one got to step up, take that role, you know, do this and that. Like, make sure you looking out for my family, make sure you carry that legacy on. So my thing is, Jimmy was somebody that was like real positive, real light about everything, you know, that was going on, even when it was dark times. With me going through a lot of stuff, I ended up kind of adapting to that and being like, you know what, since you're not here to be on side of me, I'm going to take you with me. So that's kind of where that name fell in. Buck, that's just my nickname. It's shortened from a lot of nicknames, but that's my nickname.
Right, you know what I'm saying? That's what's up. Everybody got them nicknames and stuff like that. And that's cool that you like, you know, keeping your friend legacy going and memory and with the music and stuff like that. Yeah. Let me ask you, if you don't mind me asking, I'm sorry about his death too. Sure. How did he pass? Like
accident, drowning.
Oh man, dang. How did his death affect you?
I'm not gonna lie, it hurt hard. Like my whole life, I've been experiencing death my whole life, but like I don't compare death because all of it hit the same. Honestly, it don't matter who it is that you lost, but me and him had that special connection. Like, you know how you feel like somebody like in a previous life you had to be my brother. Like you was definitely my brother. Yeah. That's how it was with me and him. So when he passed, it kind of like broke me a little bit. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I was in a dark spot, but then I had my son, my first child, and when I had him, it was just like I got to do better. On top of that, his family showed me so much love. Like his mom and his brother, they family to me too. So it was easy to, you know, carry his name on and kind of keep going with how I'm doing it now.
All right, man. That's dope, man. For you to keep his name alive, bro. That's sad to hear, bro. I'm sorry to hear that. I can just only imagine how you felt when you heard the news.
Yeah.
But it's like you keeping his name alive, and you know what I'm saying. I'm pretty sure he'd be proud of you, man. So keep doing what you're doing. Appreciate it. For sure. Let's talk about your music journey. Like, yeah, what or who inspires you to start doing music?
Honestly, I've been freestyling since I was like, and most motherfuckers might don't believe it, like, but I've been freestyling since I was like 4. I was in Mississippi. It's this dude used to pay me like $20 to freestyle. So I wasn't doing it like serious or professionally for a long time. My brother, Coot, he dragged me to the studio. One day, I was like, this was like 4 years ago, so I'm still kind of new in it. So he dragged me to the studio because my whole life I've been rapping. People been telling me like, man, you need to go to the studio, this and that. But I always felt like, y'all family, y'all gonna tell me I'm good.
Right.
But then it's people outside was like, you cold. So I'm like, all right, bet. My brother dragged me to the studio. My first session, we got a cold little song out. And then, but he didn't like his part. So I'm like, all right, bet. I went and made my first song, PSA. And then the first part was the song that we made. So the first part was like a verse of that. Then the second part was just a freestyle because that's, you know, stuff that I'll be doing. So everybody heard it. They like, man, bro, you could rap. Like, you good at it, this and that. Like, I was in a choir stuff growing up, all of that. So it's like I was able to sing a little bit too. So that's how that song you just heard, that's why I'm able to do stuff like that. So I'm trying to make myself versatile. That's how my first album was named Versatile. Right.
That's crazy. And that's interesting that you mentioned that you was in a choir.
Yeah.
Because that's usually like the backgrounds of a lot of artists. Like a lot of today's biggest artists.
Yeah.
Well, most of them, like, you know, grew up in the church and was in the choir and all that. And I seen a post that said that's what the industry is lacking nowadays, that people didn't grow up in that background with that church background, because that solidifies it and it teach you, you know, how to even do music. And it's just something about being in a choir as an artist, whether you're a rapper or singer, that kind of like help mold your success of that pain and telling them in them stories and stuff like that. So
see, mine though, it wasn't necessarily a choir. I went to this school in Greenwood. Greenwood is a big, like, they big on church and all of that. So it's even in school. So my teacher, I was playing around in class one day, and she was like, you know what? Now you got to sing for the superintendent. I'm like, huh? So then she put me in this choir where I had to practice like every day for like 2 months. Then one day we sung for the superintendent, and I actually sounded good. I'm like, oh, okay. We got here, same thing. In high school, I had to sing for my grade to graduate. So my music teacher told me, like, you have to sing. She wanted me to sing lead, but I'm like, no, I wasn't even comfortable. I wasn't even doing music then. So everything just kind of folded into one.
Right. Let me ask you this. Did you already have a voice, or did you develop it by practicing?
Honestly, I would say half and half. My voice was decent, but my mama helped me a lot. Like, she helped me learn, like, don't be singing from your nose. Like, I was sounding nasally a lot. So she was like, you know, kind of like breathe, catch your breath, sing from your stomach. That's the same thing they told me in the choir too. So it was kind of, I had a lot of help with it though. I trained for sure.
So if somebody who never sung before or they don't know how to sing and they don't feel like they don't have a voice, you think they can really learn how to sing and have a good voice?
Definitely. It's just crazy. Everybody, like, it's different tones. So some people might listen to Chris Brown, but you got a deep voice. That's not going to be the tone you're going to sing in. You got to go listen to somebody with a deeper voice. And then you will be like, okay, maybe I could try this cadence, you know, go in with that. You could kind of like, what I do sometimes, artists that people say I sound like, they songs, I sing with them to try to catch the key. Once you catch that key, you know what your sound is.
That's dope, bro. Like, I always be like, man, I wish I knew how to sing, man, because I'd be singing plenty of songs, man. But that's dope, man. Like, you know, I think that's really dope. I always wondered that, man. Now let me ask you, like, describe your sound, because you said people tell you sound like certain artists. Like, what is your sound?
My sound, honestly, I feel like it's like a storytelling thing almost. Like, I don't want to make you all sad, but at the same time, I want to tell some real life stuff to you, you know. But at the same time, I want it to make you like hyper. I want you to be able to play this while you partying. Play this if you're feeling sad. Play this if you need some advice. I want you to be able to play it whenever. So I kind of like, I won't even say I'm in my own little lane, but I feel like I'm starting to create one. Right.
That's what's up, bro. You also have this track, bro, that I was listening to.
Yeah.
And you had a line in there. You said, the song was called 23.
Yeah.
Feel good to see 23. Now, let me ask you about that. Were you just happy because it was your birthday, or did you really not think you were going to see 23?
I honestly, so the one thing about me is I'm not big on opening up to people. It was a point in my life where I gave up on a lot of stuff, and I was doing a lot of stuff I probably shouldn't have been. So I honestly thought I wasn't even going to make it to 23. I ain't going to lie to you. But, you know, I'm not going to lie. My fiance, my girl, when I was 16, 17, we started talking. And she seen what I was out here doing all the time. Like, she one of the only people that know everything about me. So she seen what I was doing, everything I was doing. And she was like, you know, you could be way more better than that. I'm like, for real? Like, you know, like, I could do this, that. She like, when I was hooping, I didn't want to hoop at first. I was finna quit so many times. I'm like, this shit weak, bro. I'm just doing this shit just because, like, I want to make people proud. But she told me, like, you actually good at it. I ended up getting a scholarship, all type of shit. But she was like, you actually good at it. Same thing with rap. When I started, like, I be having my doubts. Like, you know, it's going slow right now. So I be having my doubts, and she be like, man, I don't give a fuck with nobody. Say you the best in the world type shit. Like, you know, she helped me a lot with that.
Yeah, that's dope, bro. Like, to have somebody like that in your corner, who believe in you and stuff like that. That means a lot, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's down on your team, and just not even just music, you know what I'm saying? Just life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You need them people behind you and by your side. She probably even saves her life, man, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, she
most definitely.
Man.
What is the biggest challenge you faced in your music career so far?
Honestly, getting myself out to people. Like, I'm not a people person per se, you know, so when I'm trying, like, everybody, like, do the TikTok thing, do this and that, that's not me. But it's like, at the same time, I know that's necessary right now. Right. But that's been the hardest thing, kind of getting myself out to people. It's really not making the music. Like, I've hit up labels, label hit me up, they told me the same shit. Like, it's not the music, you just don't have a following right now. I'm like, okay, cool, I understand that.
Now, is there a dream collab that you want to do? Like, you know, an artist you want to collab with? Like, what's your favorite? Like, what's your dream collab?
Like, ever or?
Like, ever. Like, what artists do you think that would be like, is it an artist you'd be like, man, I know me and him or me and her do some cold music together? It could be in the industry or it could be in the city.
Honestly, I say, I'm like, shit, Boosie, Wayne, Dirk, Youngboy, I say, and from the city, Chicken, shit, I say, it's this girl, what's her name? Damn, I forgot her name, but T. It's this girl T. I fuck with her. Shit, Frank. Like, I got, it's a couple of artists that's for sure that I'm like, you know, they fit my style. Like, Frank for sure, because he versatile, you know. He could do the party music, but he could also do some cold shit. So it's like, cool, you know, I do it with them.
Right. That's a good list of people, bro. I definitely hear you doing some good music with a lot of artists, bro. Because you're a dope artist, bro. Like,
Appreciate it.
for sure, and your style is different. You know what I'm saying? Especially being in Milwaukee, it's pretty different. It's a different sound, it's a talented sound, it's a universal sound. Like, you know, and it's crazy because, like, to hear me say, like, oh, it's a universal sound. Like, I don't know if it's a such thing as universal sound, but
You kind of hitting it on the head. That's what a lot of people tell me. Like,
yeah,
like not with like an industry sound almost, like I'm there, but, you know.
yeah. So it's definitely, you know, you definitely there, bro. What kind of, do you have any projects out right now?
Right now, I'm actually working on an album I'm about to drop called Reborn. Kind of, you know, rebranding myself since I took a little time off. So I'm like 95% done with that. Man, I got that song you just heard. That's one of them that's gonna be on there for sure.
And that was gonna be my next question. Or my final question for you was gonna be, what was next?
Next, honestly, I'm dropping a single. I don't want to say too much, but I'm dropping a single. I'm gonna drop something nice, you know, and then I'm gonna start trying to, you know, work on promoting the album, getting the album out there for people to hear.
All right, that's what's up, man. You're a dope artist, bro. It sounds you got a bright future ahead of you, bro. And I'm not just saying that. You know, I can tell the way you carry yourself, professional. You got a good sound, good vibe. You know what I'm saying? I want to squeeze one last question here, and I want to end it like this. You know, by you being an artist, like, what is something you would tell another artist who just now starting to do music or trying to like get into the?
Honestly, keep believing in yourself. You know, like this shit could get hard, but I honestly feel like it's gonna pay off. I done had moments where I seen that glimpse of it paying off. So it's like you gonna get there, man. Niggas don't get there overnight. It's work, hard work.
Yeah, that's a fact, bro. And like I said, like it's hard work, bro, and it don't happen overnight. Sometimes it take 1 year, 5 years, 10 years, but it really depends
like
on
10 years for real.
You know what I'm saying? It depends on how dedicated you is. You know, that's crazy, bro. Like that you know your story. You know your friend, his death. You kept his name alive. You put it into the music.
Yeah.
You know, your upbringing, man. It's like you carry yourself well, bro.
Appreciate it.
For sure. And the music, it's in the music too, bro. So keep doing what you're doing, bro. You got a bright future ahead of you, man. The music is dope. Let the people know where they can find you at.
Man, you can find me on YouTube, Apple Music, Spotify, Audio Mac, whatever you want to type in, you can find me. JBG Buck everywhere. Stay in tune, man, because I got some hits on the way. Trust me, y'all. I got some stuff on the way, man. My sound different. I'm excited for it, so I hope y'all is too.
Yeah, y'all make sure y'all tap in, man. He got fire videos, fire music out, man. Top of the line quality and everything, man. Y'all make sure y'all tap in, man. He's an artist to watch, man. And if y'all want to get those collabs, man, DM him before it's too late. Because, you know what I'm saying? we introducing y'all to some of the best artists that some people ain't heard yet and a lot of people heard. But, hey, get on before it's too late, man. So y'all know what it is, man. It's your boy Rick Taylor, JBG Buck, man. Rap Draft, man. We out.
All right. Peace.